Morning, Mike from the Fulcrum here. Thought we'd have a little serious moment. As regular viewers know, I have a pretty regular schedule of how I start my day, and one of the big things is going for a bike ride. And what I do notice when I'm out and about is there's a lot of people who are out doing the same thing, but they appear to be on autopilot. They don't look to be very happy campers. A lot of them look like they're under doctor's orders to get out and get some exercise. And there's others I see that come down by the water here and park their cars half an hour, just sit there and stare out over the water. Makes me wonder what's going on in their lives, what they're dealing with at the moment. Everyone's got their trials and tribulations, and it can be a rough period for people, especially if they're on their own. So what I could suggest is that if you happen to be out and about any given day, and you bump into people, maybe they're just an acquaintance, maybe they're friends, someone you haven't seen in a while, an old friend from school, take a couple minutes, go up, smile, talk to them, pass on whatever positive vibes you have. Might make their whole day. I know there's nothing more uplifting. I remember from my own past history, when you're at your lowest point and someone comes up to you haven't seen in a while and greets you like it's the best thing that's happened to them all day. So if you have any joyful vibes in your life at all, or even just bring a smile, shake somebody's hand, spend a little time and make it seem like you've noticed them. It's a part of our humanity that with social media we've lost. We're more connected than any generation in history, and yet we're more segregated. We all wall ourselves off into these little bubbles of political ideologies, financial ideologies, depending on where we are in life. At a time when we should be able to band together and actually make this world a better place, we're dividing it into ever smaller and smaller sub-segments that are all arguing with one another. Whether this is some cunning plan, or just happenstance, or just vested interests all getting together to make things go their way, who knows? I certainly don't. The theories I have in my head would scare most people. But I guess in conclusion is, if you do get out and about daily and see the same people out and about who don't appear to be having a good time, if you have the chance, stop a minute, talk about the weather, anything that comes to mind. Chances are, after a couple times you do that, they'll bump into you and do the same thing. And you may see a smile on their face where there wasn't one before. So if that's the least you can do, it might be the best you can do. Might save a life. As always, breathe deeply, think clearly. We'll talk to you later. This is Mike from the Fulcrum.